Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to another show on the Sports Music and Life podcast. Following up from the Stereophonics, I'm going to give you my review on the Ed Sheeran gig that I see at Portman Road on Friday, and he didn't fail to let us down. What a show! What a performance he put on, and some really good supporting acts. Some great singers, which you would expect with something with Ed. Very talented with their guitars too. Um, so the first guy that come out, his name was Aaron Rowe. I believe he's from Ireland. He sounded Irish, and my God, what a voice that boy has got. I don't know about his future, where he hold or not. I thought he'd done some good tunes. Whether he catches fire or not, I don't know. But I will have to say he had a great voice, and there was one point he hit a note, and it's one of them moments, and you sit back and you think, wow. That was amazing. It was the first gig I ever sat down for too. I'm always in and amongst it, but it was a bit of a change up at Ed. I must say, I think I'd rather stand up at gigs while I can still do it. But yeah, so he was the first act on, and he played a few tunes, and some were very good at, I must say. Really enjoyable, and it's always good when you've got a really good singer, because you can really appreciate it, and some of the notes they hit. And then who followed him was a girl, I believe, who's from America, and her name was Tori Kelly. Now, she again had a really good voice, played a bit of guitar, what you would expect with Ed, really, because like I say, he's passionate about people that can create their own music and write their own music and whatnot. So yeah, so she put on a really good show, really good voice, and she covered the song, the one out of White Chicks, and I Need You. I'm not sure if I got the right name for it, and that went down well. Everyone was having a great little sing along to that. Another great performance from her. And so I'll move on to the third act, which was Miles Smith. Now, I know one of his songs, didn't know much about him, but I tell you what a talent that lad is. And I tell you something, you can see why a lot of people follow him and like him, because what a show he put on too. Great entertainer. He really got the crowd going. Him alone could have headlined that show. That's how good it was for me. And I didn't know much about him. I didn't know much about his songs. I knew the famous one that's around. But I tell you what, he put on a really good show, and he went for it. And again, all round great band to listen to too. Really good guitar player in that. So Miles Smith was amazing. So, and I'm sure a lot of those young people out there will know him, because I believe he's big on Radio 1. But yeah, so really impressed by him. Anyone gets a chance to go and watch him, I'd say go and watch him. I don't think you'd be let down by his performance. Right, let's get in it to Ed. So Ed comes on straight away and starts with some good tunes. And when I've never seen Ed before, I've seen him do, watch live clips and things like that, right? And I tell you, so watch him how he sets up with all his loop pedals. With his guitar, it's mind blowing, and he put on a great performance. He had fireworks there. He'd done hit after hit. And the lighting in the background, everything was going on with his songs. The fireworks, and he told a really emotional story, and about when he got sued for the music that he wrote and people trying to steal off him and that. And listen, if people write music, whether you're amateur or professional, as so many people say that write on guitar, like write chords on guitars, there's only so much you can make it sound different. It's going to sound something like something, you know what I mean? There's only a certain amount of chords you can do. But he was very talented on that guitar. And what I love about Ed is he is an all-rounder. Yeah, he can sing, he can play the guitar, he sets up things with his loop pedals, he even gets that beat himself going, the keyboards himself, although I'm not sure if he wrote the keyboard bits. but excuse me, but yeah, but you know, he's a very talented lad, and he can MC for American listeners out there. He can rap too, you know, and he goes bar for bar, and I think it's amazing how he could do it. It's very Irish themed too. I must say, it was quite an Irish themed to it, which was Sheeran. You'd think so. The crowd got going, and yeah, and he'd done some songs I'd never heard before, but found it very good, you know. And he finished with some really good songs. And the biggest shock of the night for me was I did not expect it. I thought he'd bring out someone like Devlin Stormzy, someone like that, someone he's done some big tunes with, and he was talking away. And the next thing I know, Westlife come out. For those Westlife were massive towards the back end of the 90s, going into the early 2000s. The Irish boy band that took over Boyzone, and I'm not afraid to admit I do like some of their songs, I must say, and then you hear him do it live too, and it was one of his favourite songs, is why he brought him out. But I think everyone was shocked, and everyone was very, very impressed when they come out. It wasn't all of them. One of them wasn't there because I believe he was ill, but yeah, absolutely cracking gig. For those who have got tickets to see Ed, if he's still on tour, yeah, I promise you now, you're not going to be let down. I would say for those who could get tickets, try. I don't think you will, because he sells out, and you can see why he sells out. And it was nice to witness and be there for his first ever Portman Road gig. He's played Ipswich before in the park. They're like the big park they have there. I don't know the name of it. But I was there to witness him do his first show at Portman Road, and I tell you what, he did not let us down. It was an amazing gig by a very talented lad, and he pulled out hit after hit, and found and discovered some new songs too that night, which is always good. And he finished with a great finish. So yeah, a really great gig. I would say try and get tickets if you're still touring, but I think you might find it hard. He might have finished at Portman Road, and there were some songs he didn't do too, and he mingled with the crowd, and he's talking. He got everyone involved too. Yeah, so a cracking gig from a very talented lad. So yeah, if you get a chance to watch Ed Sheeran, or you're going to watch Ed Sheeran, another band or another guy, sorry, that isn't going to let you down. Yeah, so thank you for listening to another show on the Sports Music and Life podcast. As always, please like and subscribe, ring the bell, leave a comment if you want. If you've been there, tell us your experience. If you've ever seen Ed, yeah, let us know in the comments. Yeah, so thank you for listening once again, and I'll be bringing you another podcast soon.